what heroes are best for high stages success in the Dragonheir Silent Gods. Now, of course, the dungeons, challenges, practice, everything in this game need a specific heroes, but some heroes are more complex from the other heroes, but in general you can make a great synergy between the heroes. Now, I don't know what kind of heroes you're going to have, but based on my experience, there is some important heroes. And of course, synergy. For example, for the Goblin Lair, I would just give for the multiple targets that is going to actually come, and there is no chief fight at the end of all the stages. For the Goblin Lair, you can create great synergy or use AoE heroes. Now, I personally do a synergy here. What I mean by that, I use Voresh. Voresh is very good hero for the Goblin Lair, but in combination with Sigrid. And I'll explain why. Because he's going to inflict this debuff prohibition to the enemies, and this is going to apply to the enemies, to the goblins in this lair. And Sigrid ultimate is going to hit with 820% attack all enemies that are infected with debuff with 75% chance to inflict this healing, prohibition and attack penalty. We don't care about this, but thanks to Voresh, whose ultimate is all over the map, almost all enemies going to have this buff prohibition, and this is the perfect moment to time your Sigrid to actually hit all these monsters. But in general, what you're looking for one hero for the multiple targets is going to be something like Voresh. Voresh is very good, hitting everywhere. Of course, not all heroes are hitting all over the map, but he definitely do pretty decent amount of damage. It's 3 times this 220% attack, so at the end of the day it's going to be 660% attack. And this is pretty decent, and if you combine him for the synergy, for example with Sigrid, is going to be absolutely awesome. So one of the heroes right here that I point is actually a Sigrid, because Sigrid is going to be needed for a single target also. If you open your dungeons, for example Grave of Venom, Grave of Curse and Grave of Wrath, this is chieftain fights where there is just a single boss. Maybe for the Grave of Venom there is a 2 boss behind on left and right side of the harpy, but still in the Grave of Venom you want to use your Sigrid to attack down the enemy. So here the everything around the heroes you're going to need for the higher stages is actually buffs and debuffs. This is, I think, maybe the most important thing and the thing you should actually get from this video. Now there is heroes that is hitting pretty decent, but you want to have just one of these heroes. The rest of the hero should be boosting your attack, or maybe boosting your accuracy, applying attack penalty. Since, for example, Sigrid's attack penalty is actually 50%, this is decent amount of attack penalty. If the boss is hitting for 1000, is going to hit to 500, and this is pretty decent percentage. This is pretty decent percentage. Rare in the games I actually see this big percentage. For example, attack down. This is huge, and you definitely want to have Sigrid, for example, in the places where you need healing prohibition and also attack down. This is, in my opinion, very important, and this is one of the things you should look in any of the heroes to make a right team to actually go for the higher stages and get success there. Also, you have to know every dungeon what is the importance here. For example, Grave of Venom, here you need a tank. Grave of Curse, here you need attack penalty, and also if you can put your hero to be Frost to provide you with shield, like this, when the boss is doing his shield hit, he's not going to get any shield and you're going to kill this boss. And of course, Grave of Wrath, here you're going to need somebody to cleanse, Of course, somebody for healing prohibition, since the boss on the higher stages is going to get some healing and stuff like this. You have to know the dungeon where you focus it at, and you want to have as many heroes that is providing with some kind of buffs or debuffs. So I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next amazing video.